Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I mean, these people are really becoming very messy, with their everyday tagging black people or going to black connect corridors comment section to remind them about some certain things. And I am saying for these Latinos and Palestinians, you all can really just say this particular one out because you all should have known by now. Like it's February, like tomorrow is March, and black people haven't even hit the road, like the street. What makes you? Why do you think that they will wake up tomorrow to go out just because of you? The day black people will choose to step outside will absolutely be for themselves, not for anybody, because they are no longer saving anybody. I mean, you all do not even care about how black people are faring, how black people are doing. Do you know how hard it is for a black mother to send his or her son outside and waiting for him to come back? Why? Because you don't know what it's going to happen. He may come back home, he may not come back home, because the society already has made it look like we are the bad people, we are the savages, right? And that is what you all also believe. No, don't tell me that you don't think like that, because you all think like that. You all also have slurs for people that look like me. Because a black son or a black daughter might go out there and look like the description, because we always look like the description all the time. Let's get into this video.
Just did a massacre against the Jabalia refugee camp and murdered 50 children in 48 hours.
Oh, just 50? Keep that tally open, baby. The day is young. Oh, and Tabitha, I was thinking about making me some pasta with shrimp. Yes, and I think I'm going to use the Boursin cheese. Blister me some grape tomatoes, throw some spinach in there, shrimp, the Boursin cheese. And I'm going to drink that bottle of champagne. Okay. Everybody just do the best they can to take care of yourself. Yourself.
Just did a massacre against the Jabalia refugee camp and murdered 50 children in 48
It's crazy to me that y'all keep using this clip of this black woman to prove that there were people mocking Palestinian children dying. It's crazy to me because when you go search it in the TikTok search bar, it's not black people that are doing this. Before or after the election doesn't fucking matter to me. The fact is y'all went and hunted to find a black person who don't even look all the way there, to use that as an example so that you could cry on your video, which was honestly not the best use of the video. You mimicking it at first and then the tears and she's talking about other stuff. I mean, it didn't give what you thought. So you could have went and looked up and showed all them YT people and them 9 black people that was mocking, because those are the ones that were really doing it. But instead you showed your racism, which is why this shit is getting worse. Because Trump is saying he gonna turn that shit into Trump Gaza or whatever the fuck he's gonna call it. This is why. Black people are going through our own genocide here in this country. It's called a slow genocide. I'm going to keep saying it because y'all keep putting everybody else's shit above our own. We've been going through a genocide for 400 fucking years. Well, the last couple hundred after they couldn't enslave us no more. Our birth rate is so fucking low in this country. Our men in prison, dying in the street, not to mention our children being poisoned in the neighborhood, us being poisoned, dying in childbirth as black women. What about police brutality? What about that? But y'all choose to dogpile on the people you were already dogpiling the fuck on. Y'all didn't make videos going after your own people when they was talking shit about black people. Y'all only said shit about y'all calling us abids, niggas. But y'all want to do this. Y'all only ever bring us up to use us as a shield, ride our coattail, or attack us. That's all everybody ever does. Starts off on our side, then all of a sudden we the motherfucking problem. Asian lives matter. Yeah, we're standing with you. All of a sudden, it's black people doing it, and you get a Stop Asian Hate Crime bill that says put y'all's hate crimes above ours, which we're the ones that are most targeted. That's what the bill says. Got affirmative action overturned because y'all are applying in tens of thousands to these colleges, and black people are applying way less. So if y'all were at the same entrance rate, y'all would make up over 70% of these Ivy League schools. It wasn't our fault. Plus, you don't even know what our ACT and SAT scores and GPA are to tell us that we didn't qualify to get in them schools. Showed your racism there. Think you're smarter than us. Immigration shit. All the shit being overturned right now are the shit that black people bled and died for, that everybody else benefited more from, but we still benefited from. We're the ones that are going to suffer the most in this country. I'm talking about ICE, kidnapping, immigrants off the street. Our children are being sex trafficked. 40% of child trafficking victims are black children, meaning our children are being snatched up on the street. We don't even make up a quarter of the population, but almost half of the sex trafficking victims. Y'all are racist as fuck towards black people. And because of that, everything in this world is fucked up. Everything. Everyone has led themselves into this shit from y'all's abuse of African people since the fucking time y'all left caves or wherever the fuck y'all came from. Let's be very clear. Where are your tears for my children? Where are your tears for my people? That's what I thought. 10 out of 10. So this is his response to me stitching his video saying, why do y'all only use black people when y'all are trying to say that people are laughing about the death of Palestinian children, as if black people haven't been on the forefront of this movement. And I said, if you go look up people laughing about the death of Palestinian children, it's not black people, it's a bunch of non-black people. And his response is to say, are black people monolith? Yes, we are when it comes to our oppression. Second, this is what black people say, and he's using it against the black person. This is very much attached to the intersectionality shit. You're saying this because black people are on your side with the racist shit that you're perpetuating. Did you post videos of black people speaking up for Palestine? Did you post any other videos of non-black people laughing about Palestinian children? Because I did. I asked where your tears were for black children. This is your response. I tell you, what about y'all's racism? Where were y'all at when y'all people calling us Abids? This was your response. There's never any praise given to black people, but y'all sure do have a lot of criticism. Wow, an Arab laughing at the death of black children. Because that skull face means you're laughing so hard you're dead, right? It's unfortunate that that's hyperbole, if you catch my drift. So you commented this laughter under a video where I'm asking you where your tears are for black children being murdered, which was a response video of me talking about the fact that in America, 40% of the child trafficking victims are black children. So you're laughing at the death and sexual exploitation of black children, correct? Because this whole thing started because you said that people are laughing at the death of Palestinian children, and y'all keep just picking black people when it's mostly white and Jews, and you had to dig for that video. It's the only one y'all are using. And then read this comment. Abid means the N-word. He just typed it out. This is equivalent. Read this as if it is a white person. I need y'all to understand. Imagine this is a white person, and it says, who's y'all? You said y'all calling us niggers. Who's y'all? I never said that. And he spelled out Niggers. That's what he just did. Think about it from that perspective. He does not care. That's why on his page, there is not one video posted praising a black person for speaking up for Palestine when black people have been wasting their time being the main ones at the forefront of the pro-Palestinian movement. Y'all are racist. And mind you, he knows the spelling. He got the spelling right. 10 out of 10. Look, if y'all are coming to my page because y'all see my comments and I'm being a tad bit messy, I honestly do have the best intentions. They're not conventional, sure, I'll give you that. But there is some meaning behind things that I'm saying. I'm not going to argue with non-black people about black issues or when it's in regards to black people. And I don't like when non-black people enter a conversation and black people don't stop it. I don't give a damn if a black person got up on a podium and did that Elon salute. I am not going to look at your non-black ass and admit shit. I'm going to look you dead in the eye and say, I don't know. And me and my community can deal with that nigga in private. Because you motherfuckers don't ever correct your motherfucking people. So they expect me to embarrass mine. I don't give a damn about y'all opinion about black people. Because it's never fucking mattered. Y'all are gonna think the same shit about us, whether we come to you on our hands and fucking knees, or we come to you with pride and a fucking attitude. Y'all still gonna think that we fucking inferior niggas. And I don't give a damn. So no, I don't give a fuck. If somebody stood there and called you every motherfucking slur in the motherfucking book based off of your non-black race, by a black person, I wouldn't say a fucking thing. Not a goddamn thing. I would never come to y'all motherfucking defense. I don't give a motherfucking shit any fucking more. Leave us be. Y'all want us to correct our people. My people out here fucking attacking my own people on behalf of you non-black motherfuckers who wouldn't stand up for your motherfucking self, because I ain't seen now one of y'all protests that didn't come off the back of African Americans. Protesting the very same shit that y'all are having overturned, that black people put in place, that we sacrificed and bled for. You goddamn right I'm angry. Y'all put my motherfucking kids in danger. Don't come to me when I have to worry about my 15-year-old little black son coming home every goddamn day, because maybe he's walking from the bus stop and a white racist cop pull over and decide he match a fucking description and kill him. Fuck you. Don't ask me about nothing. I don't want to hear about your shit. I don't want to hear about your sob stories. I don't fucking care. I am done with y'all motherfuckers. And I'm even more mad at you cocoons who entertain this bullshit. Them motherfuckers wouldn't spit on you if you were on fire. And I mean it. Them motherfuckers don't give a damn. Them motherfuckers voted for black genocide. The fuck is y'all talking about? Our children are out here being sex trafficked. Almost half of child trafficking victims is black kids who wasn't going to increase the genocide of my people. Unlike everybody else who worried about their own fucking shit and were so fucking racist, they fucking voted against their own fucking interests for a white man who is destroying everything that black people put in place. Don't talk to me about shit when the motherfuckers we stood up for got affirmative action overturned. Don't talk to me about what we should and should not be doing. When you motherfuckers blamed us for hate crimes and the fucking bill talking about they putting that particular Asian hate crimes above everybody else's, when black people are the ones that go through most of that shit. And now, in addition to that, we the reason that y'all couldn't get into fucking colleges because of affirmative action. Have you lost your fucking mind? If y'all got into the fucking Harvard, Yale, all those Ivy League schools at the same rate as black people, y'all would make over 70% of the fucking schools, because y'all apply at 16,000 to 20,000, and black people only apply in the 5,000 to 7,000 range. Y'all don't know if we fucking qualified or not because these fucking schools don't release SAT and ACT scores and GPA. Don't talk to me when you have a fucking slur for me in your fucking language. Don't talk to me when your culture is built off of fucking racism towards black people. Don't talk to me when you fucking know how you truly feel about black people. And you cocoon can sit there and pretend like that shit ain't a real thing and it's not important. It's intersectionality bullshit, and it fails us every motherfucking time. Cause y'all wanna kumbaya fucking y'all. Everybody has hypocrisies, everybody. The Starbucks, oh, y'all celebrating this, and that. Meanwhile, y'all using Amazon and Google, who directly give hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars to Israel and their military. Stop playing. I'm tired of y'all shit. Nobody is holier than that. Nobody. Being neutral ain't that. Y'all think that y'all so far, you so fucking extreme. I'm a left. That don't oppress me none. I can say radical shit too. The fuck? We're not doing anything. We all suck. Because a revolution will never be done in peace, okay? We all fucking suck. Enjoy it. But I would have rather had Kamala Harris in office. Y'all didn't dog Biden this way at all. And act like this genocide just started is crazy work. Shit been going on. Y'all waited until Kamala was coming up for office and then just dogged her. Didn't say shit about, Trump and all him. Just, I'm not going to vote for genocide. Yeah, you did. You did it with every fucking election, every president, everybody. Everybody that's been voted for genocide just started this crazy work. Shit been going on. Y'all waited until Kamala was coming up for office and then just dogged her. Didn't say shit about, Trump and all him. Just, I'm not going to vote for genocide. Yeah, you did. You did it with every fucking election, every president, everybody. Everybody that's been voted for has been pro-Israel because America will not remove its presence from the Middle East. You've always voted for genocide if that's the fucking case. Because that shit been going on, technically since 1948. But I'm telling you right now, you've always voted for genocide. Shut the fuck up. Y'all chose black genocide because you were panhandling your fucking activism out to anybody who give you a little drop of fucking recognition. You fucked up. You could have waited until after Kamala was elected because she sure is more likely to listen to constituents than Trump is. You could have negotiated, but y'all chose to bash her. 10 out of fucking 10.
These leftist revolutionary cosplayers are never beating the allegations. Fascism and what is going on in this country does not concern leftists, because if it actually concerned leftists, they would be using their platform to actually move the needle and make change and be a voice for change and actually do the work to create the change they want to see in the world. Instead, they are sitting on here and have been for the better part of 6 months now, 8 months, despite the fact Kamala Harris lost. They are still spending their time and their energy talking about Kamala Harris. And when they are not spending their time and energy talking about Kamala Harris, they are bullying, dogpiling, and doxing Black women who they don't like what they have to say, or just following the lead of their favorite revolutionary cosplayer, some of them people of color too. Do y'all know how easy it is to block someone? I have blocked 5 people today. 2 of them were in my comments speaking in a tone that I didn't like. And then the 3 others were people that came across my For You page that annoyed me, and I forgot that I did not have these people blocked, so I went ahead and blocked them. No doxing, no bullying, no dogpiling necessary. But the chaos is the point. And I think more people are their eyes are opening up to these agents of chaos online that are masquerading as leftists when they're actually, another topic for another day. The point is, this is a very obvious grift to what is happening online. And I'm going to need y'all to stop listening to what these people are saying online and paying attention to their actions. I'm going to need y'all to just demand receipts. I'm going to need y'all to let their actions lead you, make them earn your follow, make them earn your trust, make them earn the pedestal a lot of y'all put them on, to the degree that you would risk your freedom, risk going to jail over doxing someone because you don't like them. Racism is not an issue for a lot of these leftists. A lot of them are actually and actively racist. And when you follow their patterns, who do we consistently see getting their accounts snatched? Who do we see consistently being doxed and dogpiled? Black women. A lot of these leftists are the racists that y'all are asking for intersectionality from. These are the people that you are aligning yourself with. Scary times out there.
What radicalized me first and foremost was listening to Black people, because there's no one on this earth that white supremacy, capitalism, patriarchy, and everything tied to it goes harder against than the most melanated people on the planet. So actually listening and not trying to disprove their lived reality because it is not in alignment with mine. And I would say the contrast is what radicalized me more than anything. It was seeing the fact that oftentimes where my whiteness, the color of my skin, was the only difference between myself and another person, and the way that the other individual and I were treated was drastically different. The outcome of their situation in a system, an institution, was drastically different. And you want some examples? I can give you several. I'm going to stick with this example for now because I think it might be one of, if not the most prominent in terms of the contrast and what really radicalized me to understand a system which offers me and grants me unearned privilege, power, and protection, and at the other end criminalizes, harms, oppresses, and subjugates Black folks and other people of color. When I was in grad school, I was working as a caseworker for an agency that was contracted by the county to work with child welfare and juvenile justice. And let's put justice and even welfare in quotes, because if you're at all aware and awake to these systems, you know you need to hold those two terms loosely. So with that said, it was not only my lived experience and what I experienced in a broken home as a troubled youth, and, you know, looking at how the Black and brown families on my caseload were treated, but it was also the contrast of how those families were treated by the same caseworkers next to the white families that were on the same social workers caseload. And it was understanding that we humanize ourselves, we humanize each other, white folks, right? And we dehumanize Black and brown people. And with that comes drastically different outcomes. So when I was a troubled youth, getting into trouble, running away from home, stealing from my job, I had guidance counselors, you know, writing letters on my behalf, making excuses, saying, you know, she just has been through a lot. You know, I had newly had the mental health diagnosis of bipolar disorder at 16. This is something I was seeing coming up against with so many of the youth I was working with. Was these kids were doing a lot of times far less than I was, and they were being thrown into juvenile detention for up to a year, sometimes more. They were being kept in the system because the system is making money off of keeping them there. So yeah, I don't want to make this too long. Sure, I lost a lot of people already, but I am happy to share more in depth about that specific example or provide additional examples of the contrast that I'm talking about, of exactly what has radicalized me, is listening to Black folks, listening to queer folks, listening to trans people, listening to people who have experienced more extreme ends of poverty than I have, listening to people from other parts of the world, listening to Muslim people, listening to people who this world makes it incredibly hard to exist for. And understanding that while I face I'm a woman, I grew up low income, grew up in a broken home, I have a severe mental illness, bipolar 1 with psychosis, but I also have some very real levels of unearned privilege, power, and protection that I experience the world with, and that have gotten me out of trouble in ways that I don't deserve. And so with that being said, I'm very interested in talking about how we use this, what has radicalized us, quote unquote, and turn that into tangible change, because it's not enough to talk about it here, right? Like, I'm not interested in leaving it online, and we don't need any brownie points. We're not good for naming just the facts and the reality. But I know that we are at a very scary time in this world, definitely in this country, and we can't afford to have less honest conversations. We can only afford to have more. And I'm hoping that that's all that this is.
This is all I got from this video, and I support what Crystal Black said. The reality is that most of these Palestinians, Hispanics, are not in Black shoes, and they will never be in Black shoes, and they do not even care about being in Black shoes. They don't know how it hurts, right? But they are always very quick to call Black people to come out, help us, this, that. But when it is Black people's turn, you see them run away because it's been proven that it is not in their culture to scream or shout. It is in Black people's culture to talk, right? They do not know what it means to be a Black child growing up in Black community. They do not understand that because you are not even as a Black child like very comfortable most times doing some certain things. Parents, you know what it means that your child left home and you do not even know what it's going to happen when he before he comes back and all that. That alone, it's scary. And you all are still see. There was a video I posted yesterday or 2 days ago where a lot of people are screaming that genocide is happening. Like, we are like everybody got to drop what they are doing and pay attention to what is happening to them. Why? Because they are all and all. When Black people have been going through slow genocide from the beginning of history till this very moment, and they are always very quick to tell us or gaslight us by saying that my people that telling my people that it's been long ago, get over it. I mean, that was the thing. This is one thing that I hear so much. It's been long ago. Get over it. You are a gaslighter because you have also not even accepted the fact that your ancestors did something. No, you have not accepted it. But you all are so quick to come and tell us, stop talking about it. But what is happening is still happening to this very moment. Discrimination when it comes to job. Everything that got to do with Black people, cancel it. Even the ones that Black people are not benefiting more from it because they told you people that Black people are the ones benefiting more. And you do not have any knowledge of how it works. Because finding out that Medicare, right, it's not a Black thing, got them screaming. It was at that point that I knew how ignorant. One thing is that they will look, they call it Obamacare, right? One thing is that they will look for a way to target Black people thing, not knowing that you all are the ones benefiting more out of it. Affirmative action, cancel it. DEI, cancel it. And all that has been erased. You all are not in Black shoes, and you cannot be in Black shoes. Redlining is still happening to this very moment. I do not see anybody talking about it. Police brutality is like the order of the day. There is no anti-Black bill. Is there anyone? Or they were so quick to do anti-Semite and all that, Asian anti. There is no bill for Black people. That's why every day Black people wake up on the internet, this Beyonce's internet. You all are out, they are out there screaming. Black people this, Black people that. Rage farming. You see, this election really had it's just like a different dimension. It really kind of opened my eyes to know the kind of people Black people have been working with all these years. My people have really been through it all. Why? Because you all have refused to see reason why there is need to come together at that point. The truth is that the place where you all were supposed to do something, unite, was at that polling unit. You all did not do it. But every day Black people wake up, you all are calling Black people. Ask to see them say, the one that happened at Idaho, right? Idaho, right? I hope I'm correct. Yeah, Idaho. Yeah, I talk about so many things. So yeah, I am correct. That they dragged and they all sat down there. They sat down. But they want my people to come out and shut down the street for them. Have you all not seen how the protests so far? Even the worst part is that I have not even been seeing the protest on television. That is to tell you how bad it is. The mainstream media, they are not talking about it. With everything going on, the mainstream media are not talking about it. The day my people will step their foot on that street, you will see it on every media, including the ones Africa, Asians, and all that. Dancing my own people's name. They will be the first to publish it and then target something. Because there is one that I remember that happened. A child, Pe0ple in school, and they used Black child's face. One of the children that survived, you all will remember it. They used his face to talk about the Pe0ple. what concerned the boy that survived this. That is how the media have been spreading false narrative against my own people. And some people bought it. Why? Because what do you want them to believe? Black people are not coming out, and that it's some period. I said what I said. Crystal Black said it. She said it. Not until you all wake up, because I still see a lot of you saying video that tomorrow I will stay for. You all are not ready to repent, and I cannot make you to repent. So all I can say is that leave my people alone. Go face what is facing you. Let us face what is facing us, because we still have some things facing us that we need to sort out. I am clocking out. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.